There's a lot of things that I want to do before I die, or at least once before I die. Like, there's a lot of things on my bucket list. But you want to know what I've just recently added to on my bucket list? Yep, going to Barcelona. So, hey guys, this is Frozen Wish to Use here, and welcome back to another TV show review. And today, I'm going to be doing a review on Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 2. By the way, I apologize for the background noise. If you can hear it, there is a construction going on. Yeah. So anyways, let's go on with the review. So Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 2 is the second of three parts in this three parts in this final season of Cobra Kai Season 6. Part 1 came out last summer and consisted of 5 episodes. And now we're in episodes 6 to 10. And then part 3 comes out on February next year, which sucks that we have to wait a year for it. So Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 2 tells the story taking place not in the US like your typical Cobra Kai, but now in Barcelona, Spain. And this part is mainly focused on the Sekai Taikai. Yep, the Sekai Taikai, if you can recall, the Sekai Taikai was set to take place in Spain in this, stadium, which admittedly did look a bit too small. Like, that was one of my minor nitpicks with Season 1, Part 1, but oh well. It takes place there. Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai face off against each other while facing off against all the other dojos, especially the Iron Dragons, who are the leading team, the strongest team of all of them. And it seems like such an impossible challenge for them because Miyagi-Do has lost the first few challenges of the fight, and they are determined to step up their game and become stronger, so that they can at least be on top. But their main target, either way, they view the other teams as just others getting in the way. But it's Cobra Kai that they have to face against, and also Iron Dragons, because Iron Dragons is actually a team ruled by a certain psychopath. But outside of Sekai Taikai, the main characters also face relationship problems and especially with the romantic relationship because it is being caused by basically two of the two captains of Iron Dragon, Axel and Zara, who are trying to get in their way and pretty much manipulating them and all that stuff. And then we got Daniel being kidnapped and being blackmailed, and so he must find out what exactly happened to him. And all of the conflicts and drama leads into So guys, I just want to warn you all that this will be a spoiler review. This review will be full of spoilers. So if you guys don't want to be spoiled about it, then I suggest you watch the show for yourself and understand. Don't worry, it won't take you forever to finish it because it's only it only take at least 3 hours long to finish all 5 episodes if you're gonna binge them. It takes, I think, 3.5 hours, something like that. But oh well. So everyone who knows me so well knows that Cobra Kai is my favorite show of all time, and it's kind of a shame that a lot of my subscribers don't really care about Cobra Kai. They don't. Even if I try to get them to watch Cobra Kai, they don't really seem to care about it all that much. Because when it comes to my Cobra Kai reviews, any Cobra Kai related videos, besides the Frozen community, which I don't want to bring up that moment. They all used to comment on my Cobra Kai videos, but now when it comes to my remaining subscribers, it's only my good pal Harry Thomas who actually cares about my Cobra Kai videos. And I'm sure everyone knows by now that yeah, this is my favorite show of all time. There are times when I'm like reconsidering, and I tend to reconsider my favorite show. But you know what? Yeah, I think Cobra Kai really is my favorite show of all time, and I don't think I'm gonna change my mind on that. And to recap my thoughts on season 6, part 1, yeah, I still cannot believe that the show is has divisive reviews, and even when it comes to the few minority of people who say it's not bad, everyone I know says that it calls it the weakest season of the bunch. Like they're all saying that it's the weakest set of episodes in the entire show, like in general, and it's kind of a shame. Like I'm sorry, but I really do not get the hate for Cobra Kai season 6. Like I mean, I get that season 5 did feel like the final season, but what about the Sekai Taikai? And I think that not only was the show able to find a way to continue from season 5, but it really pushed the boundaries of what the show can be. This season is basically Toy Story 4 done right. Yeah, it's basically what Toy Story 4 should be. What does this have to do with Toy Story, you may ask? Well, you know how Toy Story 3 was technically the conclusion, but then they decided to make a fourth film and fuck it all up. Well, when it comes to Cobra Kai, season 5 felt like the final season. And I've heard people say that they should have stopped Cobra Kai after season 5. And yeah, I would say that yes, I did feel like season 5 was the final season, and I wasn't sure about where they're going to go with season 6. However, season 6 actually somehow gets it right and does it even better than any of the other Cobra Kai seasons. Like, it's not the most necessary season ever, but it's the season we deserve. And I wish that Toy Story 4 was actually like this. Like, it shows that not every unnecessary sequel will automatically be bad. And so, yeah, now, I know people hate the idea of Cobra Kai being split into 3 parts, but yeah, I think you all need to deal with it because this is a Netflix thing now. And yeah, and after seeing Cobra Kai season 6 part 2 for myself, I gotta say, this season fucking rules. Yeah, let's fucking go. Yeah, there was actually a line in the film where the line in the show where they say, let's fucking go. Yeah. This Cobra Kai season 6 part 2 not only lived up to the hype, it surpassed it. OMG. This set of episodes, man, holy crap. Not only is this the GOAT of all Cobra Kai, but it is the highest standard of all TV. This is the new gold standard for TV shows, like in general. I mean, all of TV. Like, forget Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones or whatever you call the best shows. Cobra Kai is better than whatever the fuck your favorite show is, and I am not apologizing for that. Maybe unless if it's Hawkeye, if your favorite show is Hawkeye, I can argue with that because Hawkeye is one show that does come close. Oh, and also if Stranger Things is your favorite show as well, that's actually pretty arguable. That can be worth arguing over too. But anything else besides those 3, no, I am not going to argue with it. Because Cobra Kai is the GOAT of all shows, and this part 2 just fucking proves it. I'm going to be praising this like it's better than God all day long, and I don't give a fuck about what anyone else says. Yeah, like, where do I start with this? Okay, well, let's kick things off with the Sekai Taikai, of course, the one that everyone really wanted to see from the season. Yeah, how the Sekai Taikai will unfold. And I gotta say, the Sekai Taikai is, it is a definition of epic. Like, all of the Sekai Taikai fights are probably some of the greatest action, like, fight scenes this show has ever put out. Yeah, the fight scenes in this one are just so epic. Like, so huge in scale. They never back down. And there's not a single dull fight. Every single fight. Like, there's not a single small scaled fights in this one. Every single fight in this one. It's so... They really upped it to the max. Like, this is probably the biggest in scale that this show has ever gotten, period. And seeing the Miyagi-Do lose... Yeah, the Miyagi to lose, yeah, and fall, yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't blame them because it is really hard when you're literally facing a world competition, and it shows that they are actually not ready yet. Especially when they got some of the stronger Cobra Kai fighters who are just so fierce. Who are just so fierce. Yeah, the Cobra Kai in this one, yeah, they do not hold back, and you can clearly tell that they are pure evil. Yeah, especially Kwon, the standout Cobra Kai member. Well, besides Tori, because of course the Tori is the best character in Cobra Kai. Yeah, like what else can you say about that? Yeah, yeah, you could already tell that Cobra Kai, that this new version of Cobra Kai is clearly going to be a problem for our main characters, for damn sure. And each challenge, yeah, amazing challenges. Like I love how it's not just one v one fights, but rather there's some like they're actually like legit challenges and pretty unique challenges. Um, yeah, you got the tag team, the tag team and stuff. And of course, and my personal favorite, Sekai Taikai challenge, the thing on the I don't know what you call it, but the 2v2 like sorry oh yeah, platform fight. Yeah, you remember like when the characters like had to the two members of the teams have to like stand on the platform, and whoever falls loses, and they have to like keep on going until the last student stands, until like everyone's done. Yeah, that was actually my favorite out of all the challenges in the Sekai Taikai, and it's because of just how epic and memorable it is. Like that's actually the Sekai Taikai challenge I somehow remember the most, and especially Miguel's character in this season. I'll talk about Miguel later, but I want to focus more on the Sekai Taikai stuff first, and then I'm gonna get to the parts outside of Sekai Taikai, because yes, there are things that do happen outside of Sekai Taikai. There's like it somehow had more stories to tell outside of the Sekai Taikai, but yeah, Miguel was clearly the standout of that fight. Sure, yes, I mean I love that what Devon Lee did. Like when she sacrificed herself just to make sure that her opponent is down. I love that. That's actually brilliant. But of course, I mean, Miguel facing off against the two fighters and actually beating them. Wow. I mean, I gotta say, yeah, I'll talk about Miguel later. Oh, well, let's talk about that undefeatable team, the number one strongest Sekai Taikai team, the Iron Dragons. Holy fucking shit. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, Iron Dragon is probably the most badass name for a dojo. Yes, even more badass than Cobra Kai. Yeah, they are so fierce and so threatening, and you really fear them. You just know that yeah, and the fact that yeah, they even took down Cobra Kai. They even kicked Cobra Kai's ass. Oh man. And yeah, that's all thanks to the two most powerful, like ferocious fighters in the Sekai Taikai, Axel and Zara. Yeah, Axel and Zara are so powerful, like it's so badass. Like, and I gotta be honest. Besides Terry Silver and season 2 Tori, Axel and Zara are my favorite Cobra Kai villains. And sorry, Kwon, but Axel and Zara are the best are like the best season 6 villains. Zara in particular is the best of the yeah, Zara in particular is the best of maybe my favorite Cobra Kai villain in general. Like it's neck to neck between her and season 2 Tori, but yeah, Zara is on a whole new level of like just bad, like in bad like in a like immoral person way, not in a writing way. Because let's be real here, even if you hate Zara, you gotta admit that the writers really do a good job at making Zara just this unlikable bitch because of how she how do I say this because of her like desperate manipulations. Like she's basically this Instagram streamer who basically brags about how, oh, she's the queen of karate. Like there was even a scene where she tried to embarrass Sam and Devon in the elevator. Oh, I'll get to Sam and Devon later on in this video, and but you want to know what actually what evil she does? Yep, she steals boyfriends from their respective girlfriends, like but yeah, like like how she manipulated she forced Dimitri into dancing with her, and Dimitri agreed with her. I know it's kind of Dimitri's fault for agreeing with her, but I mean she kind of like interrupted Dimitri when Dimitri was going to tell her that he has a girlfriend. I know, and also it was kind of like Hawk's fault for like video calling Moon and then showing them Dimitri and Zara like dancing with each other, and then Yasmin like catching it. Yeah, it was kind of Hawk's fault for like actually showing them it on camera. But yeah, and I can see why the binary bros hate each other. I'll talk more about the outside Sekai moments later on. But point is, Zara, I think she deserves to be a fan favorite. She is just an epic villain, and also she's hot as well. And I love how like Tori like called her a little girl, and turns out she actually whooped her ass. Damn, like, yeah. Welcome to Barcelona, bitch. Yeah, I was actually going to make that my intro, but I kind of forgot about it. Oh well. And as for Axel, like, he's basically this tall, like, I think 7-footer guy who literally like is undefeatable. He never gets hit. And he is so ferocious and so threatening. Oh, and also he's a great manipulator too. Like, maybe not as unlikable as Zara, but still a very hateable character. There was a scene in this show where Axel tries to to date Sam, like, even though they literally just met each other and they barely know much about each other. They just talk at the beach, and all of a sudden Axel just attempts to kiss Sam. Yeah, what a creep, man. What a fucking creep he is. I'm glad that Sam was smart enough to not allow Axel to kiss Sam, and told him that she has a boyfriend, and she's dating Miguel, and this causes Miguel to be Axel's main rival. Yeah, Miguel and Axel are certainly rivals. I've heard a lot of people asking how come Miguel didn't whoop Kwan's ass. It's actually because Kwan is more of a Robbie situation, while Kwan is more of Robbie's rival, while Axel is Miguel's rival. So I can kind of see why. Oh, and I should mention as well, Sensei Wolf, played by a very popular actor, Louis Tan. I like Louis Tan, but honestly, I gotta say, Sensei Wolf is Louis Tan's best performance yet, and I am not kidding. Like, I can't even recall what movies he was in. I'm sure he was in movies, but I think Mortal Kombat. He was in Mortal Kombat. That's what the best I remember. But yeah, definitely, yeah. Sensei Wolf is his best role. Like, such a ferocious and badass sensei who literally abuses his students. You can even see Sensei Wolf abusing Axel, and this is actually why Sam kind of has a soft spot for Axel, because she believes that Axel is actually not a bad person, but rather she was just in the hands of he was just brainwashed by Sensei Wolf, according to her, I believe, what was on her mind. But as it turns out, Axel has always been bad from the beginning, and so is Sensei Wolf. And I'll talk about who was behind who Sensei Wolf actually works for, because oh boy, yes, that is something. And some people got worried that there was nothing else going to happen in this part other than just Sekai Taikai fights. But no, there was actually, we still got to see what their life was like outside of the Sekai Taikai. my favorite non-sekai takai scene would be the bar scene where all of the characters went inside this bar and they were all hanging out and stuff. And Tor and then we see some, like a bit of beef going on, but I'm glad that they held their fight. They held back their fights, and we didn't get a generic bar fight that we see in like a lot of movies and other shows as well. Yeah, and also we get to see them like hanging out in the hotel rooms, and also them going around Madrid. That is actually what made me want to go to Madrid. No, sorry, shit, Barcelona. Yeah, why I keep saying Madrid? I know, yes, it's a capital of Spain, but Barcelona, man. I mean, I have a feeling Barcelona is gonna be the better of the better Spain country than Madrid. But yeah, I really want to go to Barcelona so badly. And Tori's characterization here. Okay, well, I will admit that is probably one of the things that this does weaker than the last. Then part one, Tori's characterization is a little bit weaker because it more so leans on Tori like struggling to actually be with Cobra Kai, and that she was only with them just to be on the side, and she thinks that Miyagi-Do's rejected her and all that stuff, but it was all just a misunderstanding. And we see like characters. We see characters try to fix things with each other and all that stuff with Tori, and then we get to see a conversation between Robbie and Tori, and yeah, Tori's still great. Yeah, I actually remember like preferring Tori over Sam in part one because of just how good Tori was in part one. But actually, now I think I'm back to preferring Sam over Tori. Sam is my second favorite. Sam is my second favorite Cobra Kai character, second only behind Devon Lee. Oh, and speaking of Sam and Devon, guess what, guys? One of the best things about this season to me is Sam and Devon together. Sam and Devon actually becoming a dynamic duo. Okay, maybe not by much, but they do interact with each other. And I gotta say, Sam and Devon do have great chemistry with each other, and I think they are like going to be a slept-on duo. But seeing Sam and Devon actually interact with each other, like, and actually be friends, yeah, I mean the two best characters of Cobra Kai, like talking to each other. Now that is something. Devon will always be my favorite Cobra Kai character and my Cobra Kai crush, but yeah, honestly, guys, I'm just a sucker for Asian girls. Honestly, Asians are honestly typically hot. Maybe sometimes even hotter than US women. No offense to US women, but Asian. I'm starting to feel like maybe Asians is more of my jam. But don't worry though. I'm still keeping I'm still keeping a certain white female character as my main crush. You all know who I'm talking about, by the way. Oh, and also speaking of Devon, but Johnny and Devon's character relationship with each other, yeah, I think Johnny and Devon are the most underrated duo in all of Cobra Kai. Their chemistry with each other is like you can really feel their chemistry. They're like a father and daughter. And I hope that Johnny will adopt Devon in part 3. We need that, especially since Devon's mom died from cancer. Yeah, I actually thought that Devon's mom was still alive and was just sick, but yeah, it turns out she had cancer and died from it. Yeah, like what Devon said in season 5, I'd love to kick cancer's ass too. Cancer's ass too. And I think one of the things you might be familiar with about season 1 was the hatred. No, sorry, with part 1 was the unfair hate for Devon Lee. I mean, seriously. I mean, yes, I get it. Devon Lee cheated against Robbie. She put laxatives on Kenny's water and Kenny shit on his pants, which I gotta admit, that was hilarious. But that was actually what got Devon to be a hated character. People actually just and people act like people overreact to that because they think that that was the worst thing a Cobra Kai character has done. But come on, guys, there were far worse things that anyone has done. What's that? Kenny not to his mistakes, and Devon does it. I mean, people are saying, or like even going as far as claiming that Devon is not going to show sympathy to it. But Devon actually apologized. Devon not only confessed that she cheated Kenny, that she cheated to get her way into the Sekai Taikai to Johnny, but she even called Kenny. Yeah, she even like contacted Kenny and told him that she actually put the laxatives and she apologized and yeah and guess what, Kenny actually forgave forgave Devon, and I hope that this will actually get people to like Devon a lot more now, because I think Devon truly deserves to be supported. Like, Devon is not a bad person. She just the reason why Devon cheated was because she was anxious that she wasn't going to make it to the finals. She didn't really mean to, and I'm actually glad that Kenny actually forgave Devon, and there was no like fight with each other. And yeah, and I actually really appreciate like Kenny truly growing as a character. Even with Anthony, even though like Kenny and Anthony still had a fight with each other, they finally became kind of friends and forgave each other. I'm so happy for them. Oh, and did I mention as well, like Kenny did eventually join the Sekai Taikai? You want to know why? Yeah, it's because like Johnny and Miguel had to go back home. Johnny and Miguel like had to go back to Los Angeles. Because their mother is sick and had like pregnancy problems, so yeah, they were called to come back, and yeah, it's really sad and heartbreaking that they had to do that, and they had to replace Miguel with Kenny, and what else? Oh yeah, by the way, that plane scene when Johnny and Miguel were on the plane, that was actually the funniest scene in the whole show. Yeah, I was like laughing so hard at the scene, especially with like Johnny's shenanigans. Yeah, that was hilarious. But then there was a scene like in that part where like the show tried to trick us into thinking that that Carmen's actually dead, and like there was like blood all over the over Carmen's bed, and like and I was like, no, did they just kill off Carmen? But thank God that Carmen is safe, and yeah, the baby was born in that episode. Thank God for that. Yeah, I wonder what their daughter is gonna be like. I cannot wait to see what their baby is gonna be like. Okay, yeah, but anyways, going back to Kenny, yeah, Kenny was there. Although Miguel did come back, and so did Kenny, and now they're like, Miyagi-Do has 7 members. I don't know how they got away with it, even though it was supposed to be 6. But I mean, at least they were fine with it. And I gotta be honest with you guys, I was not a fan of Kenny like back then. I mean he was okay at first, but then like he's probably one of the weakest characters of the show. But then like there was actually one time where I actually considered Kenny as to be the worst Cobra Kai character. I think I mentioned that in my defense of Devon Lee video, that I considered Kenny to be my least favorite Cobra Kai character. I got a confession to make. I only called Kenny the worst Cobra Kai character just to spite the Devon Lee haters. But yeah, I mean Kenny is like probably one of the weaker aspects of Cobra Kai for me. But however, Kenny in this I gotta say, Kenny in this season, in this part, he has freaking won me over. Yes, guys. Holy crap, guys. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm a Kenny fan now. Yes, I mean, is Kenny one of the best characters in the show? No, but just like how season 4 won me over with Hawk, this season won me over with Kenny. Especially in the penultimate episode of this part, where Kenny like literally was a total badass and literally saved Kenny literally saved the Miyagi-Do team by how badass he was. Yeah, now that is a badass right there. And it actually made me root for Kenny. But not only do I like Kenny because not only do I like Kenny because of how badass he was, but because of how he forgave Devon as well. And now we get to see Kenny and Devon actually interact with each other. They actually like each other now. And in fact, yeah, and even in the final battle, which I'll get to later. Actually, you know what? I'll say the final battle for like last. I'll say say the best for last. Oh, okay. There's a subplot that I want to. Yeah, there's a subplot that I want to. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention as well. This is also Anthony at his best as well. Anthony was the one who I consider the worst character from seasons 1 to 4 for a while now. Going he went from a jerk to a bully, like a spoiled brat to a bully, and now he's actually mature. And I think this season was where Anthony truly matured, because even though Anthony was framed for putting laxatives on Kenny's bottle, he still owned up to Kenny and apologized for it, and I appreciate that. I think this was where Anthony was truly at his most mature yet. Okay, yeah, but I gotta go back to this subplot of Daniel. So Daniel basically received a mail saying that about this guy who actually knows some Miyagi's secrets and wants to meet him to talk about him. But turns out that he turns out Daniel got kidnapped and taken to a dog cage. And as it turns out, yeah, Daniel was blackmailed. Yeah, Daniel in a dog cage, like that is something new. Like kidnapping. Yeah, holy crap, man. Holy crap, like damn. So like there's this whole subplot of them of the characters, the adults investigating what exactly happened to Daniel and who was behind his kidnapping. At first, it was deemed to be like John Kreese responsible for it, but as it turns out, the person who was behind Daniel's kidnapping was none other than Terry Silver. And yes, guys, Terry Silver was in this season, and I was so happy about that. And we even got to see Sensei Wolf's backstory and how Silver recruited him, because Silver is the one who Sensei Wolf works for. Yeah, and although I don't love Terry Silver in this as much as I do with season 5, he's still as great of a villain as he ever was. And I'm actually glad that nobody fell for his shit anymore. Like there's how Silver manipulated Kenny to join him back, but then Kenny betrayed Silver, and yeah, I thought that they would turn Kenny back into the dark side, but I'm glad that Kenny like moved away from Silver. Yeah, that was something. Oh, and also that I should mention as well. There was a scene where I cried at, and that was the locker room scene, where basically the teenagers, specifically Miguel and Robbie, were giving an emotional speech. They were giving an emotional speech to each other, and then they were like, "Go Miyagi," or something like that. And man, it was like beautiful. I forgot exactly how the scene went. That was one of those scenes where I only watched once, but I need to like watch it some more to like suck the emotion out of me. It feels so earned because like a lot of these characters had some amazing character arc. Like Robbie proving to be a good leader and stop getting distracted stop getting distracted. Miguel being determined to be the heart of the team and also the strongest fighter. Oh, and if you thought that the later seasons have been sidelining Miguel, well, Miguel fans, you are going to be happy with this one right here in particular, because they actually not only did this do Miguel justice, but I think this is Miguel at his best. Yeah. And yeah, and also like I love Sam's character too, Devon still being the standard of the season. Kenny and yeah, everyone old and new, yeah, they're all amazing, and all of them gave the best performances of their career, like William Zabka, yeah. Season 6 has always been Johnny's like definitive season, even from the start. Like William Zabka, Ralph Macchio, the actor who played Chosen, Solomon Juena, Tanya Buchanan, Mary Mouser, Una O'Brien. All of them gave the best performance in their career. Even Martin Cove, is that how you pronounce his name? Like the actor of Crease, best performance. Yeah, like seriously. Honestly, some of them are even, I would say, are even Emmy worthy. But you know, the Emmys don't shit on Cobra Kai. The Emmys do shit on Cobra Kai. They don't typically nominate Cobra Kai, and that sucks, man. That just sucks. But all right, guys. Now we get to the highlights of this entire part, the best part about it, the finale. Oh my goodness, that finale was amazing. I mean, it's more than just that amazing training montage where they train around the landmarks of Brazil, and that unexpected, that team who was revealed to be on drugs while fighting. Damn. That's insane. But the final battle, oh my goodness. Like, I mean, I thought that it was just going to be just the entire competition. Now, I knew that there's going to be a cliffhanger and an epic showdown in the finale. Because, you know, if Filmstock says that was... Filmstock called the Season 6 Episode 10 the best episode of Cobra Kai. And if we said that, you know it's going to be good. And I gotta say... He's 100% right. This is the best. That was the best episode of all of Cobra Kai in general, not just that. Yeah. It came down to Robbie versus Axel fight, which was probably one of the best like Sekai Taikai fights. I mean, Axel is so ferocious, and he even went as far as pushing, like the whole like brawl started with Axel like pushing like feeding Robbie into Quan, and which led Quan to hold Robbie and like hit him hard and with his elbow on his waist, and holy crap, that was so brutal. And then you see like Miguel like walking to Quan and about to fight him off, and also like the Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do about to like fight against each other, and including the Iron Dragons and all that stuff. But then came that Russian team that I forgot, like Utah, something like that. I forgot the name, but like that Russian team who got eliminated because of drugs literally attacked the host of the Sekai Taikai and started a major brawl. And yes, guys, that brawl scene. Oh my goodness, seriously. I mean, Cobra Kai brawls are always to me, they're always the best moments of the entire show. The school brawl at season 2, the LaRusso house brawl in season 3, the dojo brawl, the Cobra Kai dojo brawl at season 5, and now the Sekai Taikai venue, Sekai Taikai Stadium brawl in this season, which this was the best brawl of them all. Yeah, if I were to rank. Seriously, if I were to rank all 4 brawls in the entire Cobra Kai, here's how I would rank them. Number 4 is the LaRusso house brawl in season 3. Number 3 is the school fight in season 2. Number 2, runner-up is the dojo fight, the dojo brawl in season 5. And number 1 is the season 6 fight. Is this one right here. This was the definition of epic. Like, seriously, every single dojo competitor is like fighting each other. Like, that is crazy, man. I did not expect like that to happen. And them just coming at each other and like holy shit, man. Like, and like I'm not gonna get through everything, but I'll just get to like my favorite parts of it. First of all, Silver versus Kreese. Holy crap. The fight we've all wanted to see, it actually happened. Silver facing off against Kreese. And even like Johnny like kicking Silver's ass and actually beating him. Like, damn. Oh, and also Oh, and also there's this whole like thing in the throughout the finale where Chris has been like dragging a knife around him, and he turns out he is using that knife to want to kill Silver. He wants to like murder Silver with that knife, and so yeah, like, and what happens was when like Chris like chases after Silver, he drops the knife, and so of course they end up with a fist to fist fight. And Silver, you're a sneaky one there. Haha. And what else? Oh yeah. Kenny and Devon actually fighting alongside each other, like them like fight like going like alongside each other and all that stuff. Yeah, that was epic as hell. And I actually love that seeing them fight each other, like fighting alongside each other. And by the way, I have a feeling Kenny and Devon are going to be a thing. Maybe there might have been a specific reason as to why Kenny actually forgave Devon so easily. Maybe either he's a changed person in general, or he probably likes Devon. Because let's be real here, there has to be a Cobra Kai character to fall in love with Devon. Because I mean, Devon cannot be single. Like, there's no way. Devon is honestly she can't be single. I can't imagine Devon being single. Otherwise, honestly, I would have like if I was a Cobra Kai character, I would have dated Devon. I'm not joking. Don't worry, guys. Maybe in this world of Cobra Kai, I would probably be around the age of Devon, like appropriate age for her. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about me being a pervert and all that shit. Oh yeah, what else? Oh yeah, and of course we get to the big parts about this part. You all have been waiting for this part. Yes, guys, Kwon's death. Holy shit, they actually went that far by killing off someone via stab. Yeah, we had like a fake stab death in season 5, but no, in this one, someone actually gets stabbed, and it's a fan favorite, the fan favorite Kwon. Yeah, Kwon stands must be crying in the room, and honestly, I won't be surprised if that's how they feel. So basically, what happens was Kwon pretty much gets injured so badly, and he got so angry at like the fact that his face actually bled, so much so that he sees a knife on the floor, angrily grabs it, uses it to kill Axel, but turns out Axel whoops him over, and he ends up landing on the knife, and I mean stabbing himself and dying. Like, it's right to the heart, and there's even blood coming out. Holy shit, man. We've reached TVMA. How the fuck is this show not rated TVMA, by the way? We've reached TVMA levels in this one. Holy cow. Like, that was just insane, man. And it's also really devastating, too, to see Kwon get killed off like that. Yeah, what shocking. And also, I love the way it ended when the host was like, cut the feed, and then end, the end. Yeah, that was brilliant, everything right there. So overall, Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 2 is pretty much the masterpiece that you all need to see. And I have a feeling that this will win Part 1 haters over, because this does fix the mistakes that Part 1 had. Like with, like how Devon Lee owned up to her mistake and redeemed herself, and Kenny got the time to shine as the badass like fighter in the second Taigai who saved Miyagi-Do. Yeah, I don't see how fans wouldn't be won over by this amazing season. And I gotta say as well, throughout the 5 Cobra Kai seasons, even though as much as I love all of them, I would usually have a few nitpicks with them. I even had a nitpick with Season 6 Part 1. However, when it comes to Season 6 Part 2, not a single nitpick. Not yet, people. Nothing to nitpick at all. Everything here is praiseworthy. I loved every second of this part, and yeah, I think everyone has to go see how monumental this is. Cobra Kai Season 6 is the TV event of 2024 the best thing to come out 2024. Yes, guys, it's better than any other movies that came out this year, and I am not exaggerating on that. And this is already the best thing to come out of November. Yes, Wicked and Moana 2, you're done. Like, Cobra Kai Season 6 just took the crown of the month. Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 2 just took the crown of November. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, though. I'll still adore Wicked and Moana 2, but they won't be as good as Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 2, I gotta say. So with that said, guys, I'm going to give Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 2 a freaking course infinity out of 10. Best season ever. So yeah, that's all for my review of Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 2. What are your thoughts of this season? Who agrees with me that this is the best Cobra Kai has to offer, period? And who agrees with me that Cobra Kai Season 6 is the best show of 2024? Comment down below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for either my double review of The Penguin Agatha All Along. That's still on hold. I'm not sure when I'm going to do that. But the next review that I'm planning to do is In the Heights, as I begin my review marathon in preparation for Wicked. We'll see how it goes. So anyways, bye guys.